Want some candy?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I hear you looking for candy, man, bitch.
Give me some sugar, baby. Like scary movies.
Uh-huh. Want some candy?
I thought you were doing Michael Jackson.
I did too at first.
Do you remember the times when you fell in love?
Yeah. When we first met.
And that's how we're starting it. What's up, you geeky little gill men and women? Welcome back to another episode of Monster Candy Podcast with Oubliette Sparks from Tsunami Bomb, Gucci T. Mike Terry from the Jukebox Romantics, and
That's right.
Screaming E from the Memphis Murdermen. And tonight we are going to get down with Jack Arnold's 1954 Universal Monsters classic, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Before we get into any of that, it's time to talk about some horror news, brought to you by Time Bomb Toys, located at 300 Camp Horn Road in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Check them out, timebombtoys.com or in person. And as always, you get the handy J's, just whatever day it is. Always.
All days.
Universal handy J's.
All days. All days and I would day.
Yes.
All night. In the morning.
Shit.
Dawn.
Afternoon.
Dusk. Yeah.
Sky rocket seeing flight.
Time Bomb Toys delight.
Oh, speaking of Anchorman, that pulls into my horror news.
Oh, shit.
Oh, go for it.
So I looked at this only because of the fucking title, and I was like, why is this movie called this? There's a movie that just wrapped with David Koechner from Anchorman. He's like the funny bald guy. And also Bill Moseley.
Nice.
Oh, I saw something with Bill Moseley in it, but I didn't read anything about it.
It's also got Vincent Carcier and Natalie Zia. I looked them up. I've seen them and stuff. And David Mazouz. I've seen them and stuff. They don't like TV, but they're whatever. I saw Bill
working.
Moseley.
They're working.
Yeah. Yeah, they're working. They're the top billed ones on this, but I recognize the other two guys more. But the movie is called Gulf of America.
All right.
I mean, why not?
So I was like, I'm going to click on this because it's either going to annoy the shit out of me or it's going to be another, like a movie like The Hunt. And I like The Hunt.
Yes, we did enjoy The Hunt.
It is neither of those.
Oh,
great.
Well, I guess it falls into the possibly annoying me category. But it doesn't like tap really on why like it's called that, other than the fact that it's kind of about the financial pressure and the search of identity and how that can twist people into something unrecognizable.
I'm out.
But it's yeah. So it's weird. So it says that. So I'm like, okay. And they keep talking about like anxiety, isolation, all these words throughout the article where I'm like, oh, okay, it's another like A24 dramedy type bullshit.
Yeah.
But then it's interesting because like the guy who's making it basically said like the horror films that stay with him the most are the ones that feel personal first and then supernatural second. And that this movie is blending pulpy genre thrills also with a story about masculinity and power. So I don't know. It sounds like bullshit to me, but like I like pulpy and I like supernatural, but I don't see where that fits into this. But there is a really cool picture of like an old motel and they're kind of dressed 70s. Like it looks like a cool set, but I feel like this is going to be a pile of shit.
It doesn't sound promising to me.
No, it doesn't.
I actually like had it as a sub news that I probably wasn't going to mention, but then when you started singing Afternoon Delight, I was like, this is fucking meant to be. I gotta mention this fucking Gulf of America. And I just watched State of the Union. So talking about a fucking movie called Gulf of America just seemed appropriate currently. Especially if it's going to be shitty and dumb. So
Better mention aliens. There's a lot of
Read
aliens
into
talk
that
again.
as you will, people.
I'm tired of getting blue balled with aliens. Give me some
Oh,
aliens
they keep
already.
doing that. No.
It's
That
such
was some
bullshit.
shit.
It's such bullshit.
Why did he reel it? Did he reel it back in his State of the Union or no?
Well,
No.
Okay.
but we're getting political, not really, but so Obama says
We're definitely
like,
not. Okay.
yeah, Obama's like, yeah, aliens are real. And then,
Trump is like, yeah, they are, but he shouldn't have said that.
yeah, he was basically like, oh, well, he just talked about classified information. He shouldn't have done that.
Wait a minute. Did
Say
we
that.
just have a giant public court hearing about this last year?
Dude,
Where everybody agreed that aliens existed and that there was extraterrestrial life and all and like
well,
shit.
technically
Kind of.
they said not,
Not
of
in
this
America.
world,
It was yeah,
not
yeah,
of
it
this
was,
world, which what the
and
fuck
it was
does
in
that
Canada,
mean?
right? Like
Yeah.
it was like something like that. So
But you know,
whatever, dude. Whatever.
dude, I'm so serious. I'm like, come on, quit fucking around and give us aliens or not. Period.
They don't think we can handle the truth. That's what it is.
Whatever.
Maybe
All
we
right.
can't, though.
They told people, and they're like, "Oh my god, there's a meteor coming, and it could be an alien ship," and everyone's just like, "Yeah, I mean, whatever, dude."
Take us
That's
with
true.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you think there's going to be like freakouts, but then, and there were some freakouts, but like when the pandemic hit, we very quickly, at least where I was living, went from being like, there's no way there's a global pandemic to like wearing a mask, going to fucking work if you're an essential worker every day and just acting like it was normal life, like overnight. So
yeah, it was.
meanwhile, there were people flipping out, but it wasn't like global fucking like, riots and like everything. So who knows? They might say aliens exist. Some might land and people in a few days just may be like, yeah, we're living with aliens.
They already did in the
I don't
Florida
know.
Mall, man, and no one. Fuck.
I mean, we have been for years.
Right.
So maybe
All
they'll
of
just be
Florida.
more-
All of Florida is just
Okay.
aliens.
Could be.
I've
Any
always
more
had a good
news,
time there.
Oops?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little one because it has to do with monsters.
Ooh.
And we
We
like
like that.
those here.
We do like those.
Yeah.
It's
so
in the
a
name of
new-
the show.
It is.
There's a reason. There's a reason
So-
for that.
If Fangoria Studios and Luke Barnett are partnering up for a short movie. It's called Goodbye Monster.
not a tall movie.
I know
short-
it's a short movie.
God.
But Patton Oswalt is doing the voice, I think, for the monster.
Okay.
But it's a short centered on a 12-year-old boy who receives one final visit from the creature who lives under his bed.
Ooh.
And all the effects are practical.
Oh, please, please, please let this be an unannounced sequel to Little Monsters.
So they brought in Dan Crawley, who did Terrifier 3, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and Interstellar to do all the practical effects.
Wait a minute. The guy who worked on Terrifier 3 also just happened to be in Interstellar and The Case of Benjamin Button. That's like he degraded himself as he went along.
You got to get work, man. And Terrifier
guess
3, there was a lot of hype around it. So who knows? Maybe they threw some fucking cash. They made
They're
a bunch on 2. Maybe in 3, they were like,
Dude, imagine you were making
Dollar
Terrifier
bills.
3 and you're like, we got the guy from Interstellar and Benjamin Button. You'd be like, what? Okay.
but I mean, who knows? He may not have been like the head one. I mean, they're marketing it as that. But anyways, there's pictures of it online and it looks really beautiful. It looks like Guillermo del Toro, visually beautiful, but in kind of like a retro kid's bedroom. I don't
Is
know.
Howie Mandel in it though? That's what we need to have.
I'm not sure. I'll have to check my sources and get
Is
back
Daniel,
to you.
is Daniel Stern in it?
Unknown at the current moment. This
It'd be
is
like
all the
that
breaking
sometimes.
news I have.
I do like this, though. This is exciting.
It is
Yeah.
exciting.
I think it could be. I mean, it definitely seems like it might be on the cuter side. But I'm just reading into that because they're saying it's the last time the monster's going to visit him. For all we know, it could be like the monster's going to rip his fucking face off and be like, "You just hit puberty, die." So I don't know.
Well,
Oh, I'm in.
I could hope.
This could be good gateway horror for like younger children, and I'm about that.
yeah.
Yeah, one of us.
One of us.
One of
Google
us.
gobble, Google gobble. One of us. We accept you. We accept you. Google gobble.
But yeah. And that will conclude my horror news. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. You're too much. You are too much.
You got anything, Gucci?
Yeah, this is a short one. So Jason Biggs of American Pie.
Oh, that guy's face makes me so mad.
Really? He's
Sorry,
great
go
in
on.
that movie Saving Silverman. Such an underrated classic.
No, he's in great movies, but him and David Schwimmer just need to get fucking punched. Both of those dudes. Every time I see their faces, I'm like, ugh.
There was this big pop punk, like 90s pop rock festival at Ocean City on the beach.
That kid was in a ska band.
And Jason Biggs was the host of it. And I was like, yep, that makes sense. Okay, so his directional debut is out right now. It's direct to streaming. His movie is called Untitled Home Invasion Romance. And basically it's about just that, an untitled home invasion romance. It's a thriller second and a comedy first, but lots of a high body count. And so it's streaming right now. I believe it's a Paramount movie, which, depending on how you feel, could be good or bad. And I wonder why this didn't get pushed too far. And maybe it's because it's too mean and dark spirited for comedy fans and too silly for horror thriller fans, which means it could land in that weird sweet spot, like one of those weird quirky movies that we're probably going to review in the next couple weeks or so.
Like an American Pie type.
No, because American Pie is like very much just teen sex comedy. This is like doesn't know what it is comedy, which sometimes could be like, be like a nice, quick little easy watch. So I'm down for Untitled Home Invasion Romance movie. That's the name of the movie.
Is Stifler in it?
I mean, I've had dreams about home invasion romances.
Yeah. Like
Sorry. I like the silence that happened then.
I didn't say, I said yeah.
This was like a normal level joke and possibly true.
I would think. Maybe it was the lag. I swear I said yeah. Jason Biggs' directorial debut. So we'll see how that goes. It's in the horror comedy realm of news.
Yeah,
interesting.
We'll see.
We will see.
We will
Skeptical.
see. Mm-hmm. I'll let you guys know.
Is he in it?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'd check. Directorial debut. Did he put himself in it? Because he hasn't been working a lot lately.
Has he not been working?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Fair enough. Maybe he's. I mean, why wouldn't he be in it?
Yeah.
Is his
He's
real
supposed
life
to be directing.
His real life wife might be in it, which might be a bad sign also.
Uh-oh. Who's his
On a
wife?
zombie.
Co-star. Oh yeah, he's in it. Jason Biggs and co-star Megan Rath.
Mm-hmm.
No idea.
Yeah. I don't like that. That's
we'll
red
see.
flag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We shall see.
He looks good though. He looks the same.
Then that wouldn't be good.
Oh Jesus.
That would look punchable. There's something
definitely has a
about him. Everything about him.
He does have a punchable face.
Speaking of Jason Biggs and how much you loathe his face, which makes me think of the guy in Scrubs, JD.
Oh, he's another one. That's another punchable face. Him and Dax Shepard. Those two are like punchable.
They all have the same.
They all have a similar.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, they just all have a similar face, but
it's the nose.
It's so whatever cell phone company him and the other his like co-star from Scrubs does. His co-star still looks like he did 20 years ago.
The dude from Clueless?
Yeah. He still looks great.
He looks the same.
JD is starting to look old, so it looks weird. It's like a mind fuck. I'm like, oh my God, you still look the same, but you look like you're his dad now, but you're playing this like goofy, silly dork. I don't know. It's just,
melting. His face is melting.
Your comment, mate. Jason Biggs made me think of that. I'm like, yeah.
Zach Braff.
Yes.
Zach Braff.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a
Has a
punchable
name like
name.
Dax Shepard.
Well,
Punch your
Dak
name.
Shepard, Dak Shepard, Zach Braff, both punchable names.
Dak and him look
You know
very
who he
similar.
dated?
Wait, which
Who-
one?
Zach Braff. You know who was with him for like 4 years?
Don't
And he
say
was just
somebody
like-
who's way too out of his league.
She's 21 years younger. She's in a lot of movies right now, including
Yuck.
some horror movies that got really
Yuck.
popular.
Samara Weaving?
Oh God, no. But almost as bad.
Jenna Ortega?
Florence Pugh,
Florence Pugh and Zach.
the one
Interesting.
from Midsummer, the main
Right.
I know
girl.
who, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know who she is. She dated she dated him.
They got engaged.
Wow.
Yeah, so good for him.
That's Scrubs money. Buys you all kinds of things.
21 years younger than him?
Mm-hmm.
That's so gross.
I mean, I've seen couples that have that distance that don't look that much different, but when you look at pictures of them together, it looks like he's with his daughter or kid sister.
Yeah.
Well, because how old was she when she dated him?
I mean, she's young now, and they
Exactly.
broke up. They broke
Like
up
a while
in
ago?
2022.
In 2022. Okay.
So 4 years
Well, she was
ago.
born in 96, and it's 2026. So she was 30, which means at that time, due to math, carry the 4, she was 26. And so, because of
Yeah.
that would make him
Yeah, that looks like
too old.
It looks
This
like,
is my
oh, my
dad.
daughter's sick in bed, and I'm nursing her, or my dad's sick in bed, I'm nursing him back to health.
Oh,
that.
man.
That dirty mustache doesn't help that picture.
Have fun
either.
with his old loose balls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
nothing about it was okay. I was so surprised. I forget why I
I'm surprised now. I'm disgusted.
there was some rumor about her dating someone. I don't remember. Some shit came on my social media, and then they're like, yeah, after her separation from Zach Braff. And I was like, no. Not that. Not who I'm thinking. This is like some fake TikTok bullshit. And I looked it up
Ew.
and saw pictures, and I was like, ew.
They do not look good together. What a
See,
weird
folks,
looking couple.
you get all the tea on Monster Candy Podcast.
It's a little. It's 4 years late, but you're getting it.
Yeah, sorry. A little late to the game on this
I definitely
one.
saw the cancer picture you were talking about. Just
Yeah,
holding him in bed.
yeah, it's just
Mhm.
like, oh, yeah, it's weird. Anyway, I got some tall news, some
Good.
tall horror news.
Let's do it.
So, the people behind the Aliens Expanded documentary and the In Search of Darkness documentaries are
The
doing
government.
Yeah. Tell us about the aliens. So they're doing a The Thing expanded documentary, and it has Kurt Russell and John Carpenter and just everybody in there that's still around. Keith David, who else? Joel Polis, who's Fuchs. Richard Mossers, Clark, and Peter Maloney, Bennings, and David Clennon Palmer. So it's got like everybody in it. And I guess how they've been doing the In Search of Darkness
Oh, I love those.
documentaries. Yeah. They put the first one out and it was on Shudder, which was awesome. And then like the next two, it's kind of like a crowdfunded.
What, In Search of
thing.
Darkness?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like easy to find.
Right. They're doing the same thing with this. You can pre-order the Blu-ray or DVD, I think, till March 24th. So reserve your copy. But I found that cool because
Cool.
who doesn't like to hear more shit about The Thing?
I think it was just back in theaters not long
Yeah.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
great movie.
It is a great movie.
How much are Blu-ray players going for these days?
Oh, you could get them on eBay or eBay. Jesus Christ. Remember when we used to go to eBay for stuff?
Yeah, I remember right next to the service.
I mean, I still
merchandise of
do
the Wiz.
some things. Yeah. But like Amazon or wherever for like $20.
Oh, okay. So they're not like VCRs at this point.
No, isn't that crazy?
VCRs are like $300.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I was actually I was talking to my buddy the other day because like, oh, I really want like a 13-inch TV VCR combo.
No.
He's like, just get one. I'm like, dude, those things are like diamonds in the rough. I was like, let's Google one. I found one up by where Oobs lives for $200. I was like, you know what? That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, $200 for like a 13-inch, like, Toshiba VCR TV.
I feel like you can still find those in those like rooms where you pay to smash everything up.
Oh, I'm
But
sure.
they're broken. Yeah, but they're broken.
Mm.
They're there to be smashed. Actually, you know what? If they had one of those in a smash room, I wouldn't smash it. I'd feel bad. Like, come on, somebody could fix this.
Yeah, it's wild. I still have a
And
VCR
that's why
player.
you are not their target demographic. Mr.
I've been to a smash room. Me and my wife went to one.
Did you like it though, or were you just like, why am I breaking things?
Oh no, she was like going through residency. It was really bad, and I had some shit going on at work, so we went to Brooklyn, and I got drunk, and she drank a bunch of Coca-Colas because she's sober, and we went in and we put on like break stuff. You get to choose the music, so we put on Slipknot and Limp Bizkit and just went nuts.
Are you sure this wasn't just somebody's house or like establishment?
No,
where
it was
you
in
guys just
Brooklyn.
drunkenly walked into and was like, "Fuck this TV."
No, it's awesome. You could pay extra for more plates. Like, they're like, would you like the plate bundle for another $10? I'm like, absolutely. And we're throwing them in the air. I got slow motion videos of it all. Crowbars and
Ross
baseball
did it
bats.
recently. I just feel like I wouldn't enjoy it.
No, it's super fun. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
I don't
Like,
like
after, like,
breaking
fi-
things though. I don't know.
Oh,
I
it
love
feels
breaking
good.
stuff.
It
It
feels
does.
good. I don't like breaking things either. It feels good.
I was never like a wall puncher or like
Me
throwing
either.
and breaking things. I'm like if somebody doesn't like can't shut the fuck up and it's annoying me, I might throw a pin at them to hit their
Wait.
forehead to like zonk them for a minute to be like,
But the
chill.
sound of crushing
yeah.
I'm not-
glass
You remember-
and like,
You remember the scene in Hook where Jack
Mm-hmm.
gets to smash all the clocks?
yeah,
Of course.
It's like that.
Yeah.
It's just some sort of joy in that. It's cathartic. That's why you go.
I
Yeah.
know. I just think that I might not be that person.
I bet you do it and you start crying. And you really you might unlock some deep stuff.
I think that they should let me in the room with a bunch of glue so I can glue stuff back together. That would make me feel better.
They'll hire you for the after hours for cleaning up.
teamwork makes the dream work. You in a circle of life, man.
That's true.
Cool. Yeah, that's all I have. Anyone
Cool.
got anything else?
Oh.
Nope. All right. Well, that's been Creature from the Black Lagoon.
It was due, because I really wanted to do this one because I made us watch The Other Creature from a couple of years ago. And I realized, you know what? I wanted to go back and watch some classic horror. After we did Frankenstein, I was like, man, you know what? I never seen Creature from the Black Lagoon. And then I started having that mind fuck where I was like, is it of the Black Lagoon or from the Black Lagoon? I'm like, well, we should watch it. And I am so happy we did.
All right. Well, here's the synopsis. A scientific expedition searching for fossils along the Amazon River discovers a prehistoric gill man in the legendary Black Lagoon that they must fight for survival. Jack Arnold. It came from outer space, The Incredible Shrinking Man, and
This was
a ton of
after-
other ones. Yeah.
This was after Outer Space, but before Shrinking Man, right? I think.
Yes.
Because I think Outer Space is his first big one.
Yeah, and it has the main actor in this. So
Yes.
yes.
I'm pretty sure that's the way that it went.
Yeah.
All right, let me look and see when this. Like, it's pretty sure it's.
No, it came after 57.
That's what I'm saying. It came after
Mhm.
Outer Space.
Outer Space was before, and then so when Outer Space, Creature, and then Incredible Shrinking Man.
I don't know if I've ever seen Tarantula.
No.
He did Tarantula, right?
Yes.
Oh, this came right. Yeah, Tarantula came right after this. He did Boss N-Word. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah. No, I haven't. I have not seen that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize a white man made that movie because it's very blaxploitation.
Right. Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. See, a lot of those ones, like a lot of the blaxploitation ones, I'd see like the middle of them or something,
Yeah.
And then I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't know which movie this is.
Anyway, I had no idea that the guy who directed Creature from the Black Lagoon did Boss N-word, and Boss N-word is a great movie. It's so much fun. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
It's good. It reminded me of like because it's so self-aware. It reminded me of Black Dynamite. I don't know if you've ever seen Black Dynamite, but Black Dynamite is so funny.
Yep.
And Boss N-word is there is a lot of fun.
Cool. Well, I'll check it
Like
out.
a lot of fun. But yeah,
Right.
crazy that this is the same director as Creature from the Black Lagoon. You know,
He's
maybe
accomplished.
he was in on the joke of it all.
he was Quentin Tarantino before Quentin Tarantino.
I guess so. Yeah.
His biggest one, I guess, he's known for is The Incredible Shrinking Man.
Is that bigger than Creature from the Black Lagoon?
I don't think so, but I guess as far as like
Box office success,
or just him, like what he's known for, as far as all the effects, and it was like a groundbreaking, type movie.
Yeah, that's the movie that won him all the awards, and I think his documentary is like named after that movie. It's like The Incredible Thinking Man, and I think it's his documentary. I swear, I think that's the name of the documentary about.
He's sitting on a
Jack
stone
Arnold.
with his hand on his hand on his chin. So Creature from the Black Lagoon. I'm excited to do this because Terry, you haven't seen it, and Oubliette has not seen it in full. So it was like a first time watch for both of you. And I'm pumped.
It was.
What did we like and what didn't we like about it, everybody?
Oof.
Class. Start it off, Terry. Or Oubliette. Good.
Oops, you could start.
I like the sets a lot. One of the big highlights for me is just kind of the use of the creature and like utilizing it kind of to the fullest towards that end middle end when the creature's in the cage.
One of the 7 ends that's in the movie.
Yeah. When the creature's in that like water cage and just like looking up at him, like the eyes and the way it looked is just like so freaking creepy.
Right.
And then even parts where it kind of looks like a silly costume, like the gills start moving and things shift, and it has such a cool profile and such a cool design. I don't think like I hadn't seen anything like that before that time period. And it's like, I mean, it's why it's one of the famous monsters. It's like if you see Creature, you know that's Creature.
Right. That is
and so I thought that was very cool.
Yeah, you mentioned the makeup, obviously, and the gills moving. When that scene happens where you're getting a nice like torso shot, I mean, there's a lot of up close, shots of this thing, which is wild because of the time and like the effects and the 2 different suits that they used and all that. The 2 different people playing the creature. The gills moving, I thought was super impressive. I was like, whoa, like I did not ever know that happened in the movie because I had never seen it. And obviously I only had seen like a short clip here or there or like stills. But I wasn't even aware of how much you get to see the creature. And the fact that you saw that, there are times where, yes, I could probably say you see the creature too much, but I don't think that's like a terrible thing. I think it brings its charm to the time and what it is. But yeah, you bring up a good point, Oobs, about the makeup and just, I can't think of the 2 different makeup artists' names right off the top of my mind. I know I have it in my notes somewhere, but they both did like such a good, like really, really good job on like the design. It's like it's a man and a woman. I can't think of their name right now. Patricia something.
Well, Millicent Patrick was the one who designed it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
yes.
she designed the suit. She sketched it, and then there were a couple of different guys who actually were in charge of getting them in this, I
like the
Rico Browning.
accents.
Yeah, Rico Browning and Ben Chapman in the suits.
Chris Mueller sculpted the head. So yeah, there was a couple of different people, but like, wow, you're right. Like Oubliette said, like super iconic. Everybody knows what it is, whether you've seen it or not.
Yeah, it's probably, I would say, besides Frankenstein or the monster, this is the one that's like, exactly what it is. Probably the most iconic out of aside from the monster, out of the Universal monsters. Just because it's so ornate in detail.
And his hands are so cool.
The hands they're huge.
Yep.
They're so big.
And there was like this is like the last Universal monster movie, right? So it's like basically towards because like Dracula's like in the 20s at that point, right, or 30s, and
30s,
so
yeah.
we're like pretty far away from it. And I guess like you could say it's like almost not. It's like just a tail end of it because all the other Universal monster movies are like kind of like gothic horrors, besides like The Mummy, I guess. But out of all the Universal monsters, they all hold like their own place, and so like I feel like the creature is just like the most unique out of them, and just iconic looking for a movie that like it's pretty like I don't know like I think that there's more people like me and Oubliette around, right? Like a lot of people who know about the movie and are horror fans but never saw it.
Right.
And so I wonder why that is. Maybe because of accessibility, really, but and just because of age and time.
Yeah, I think just age and time, because I used to bring this up a lot, especially when we first started this podcast, which is a big reason why when I got the idea to do it is because I'd go to these horror conventions and see like the younger generation, probably the people around your age, Terry, and like a little bit younger, that they'd wear the shirts or they'd know the imagery, but if you talk to them and you're like, oh, did you ever see The Day the Earth Stood Still or Fiend Without a Face, or like, no, or they've never even heard of it, or they've just never seen it. And you're like, whoa, that's crazy. And it's a lot of the old Universal stuff too. And you're like, how have you not watched this?
Yeah, because
it's like the Bride of Frankenstein. Everyone's like, she's so fucking cool. And then they watch the movie and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
where's she at? She's in it for fucking 10 seconds.
It's like we, out of the 1950s horror movies, like, and classic movies, like, it just sticks out more than the other ones do. That's why, because of the design, right? So like, and like it's the merchandising of it is incredible compared to like all the other ones, right? Like there's so many different Draculas and Frankensteins, but there's only one creature, so it sticks out more.
There's so much stuff. There's so much creature stuff, and it's always like Ouliet was saying, it's a good profile, so you can always make something out of it. Handbags, freaking hats, everything.
Yeah, profile, the silhouette, the whole design is just so unique to that
Yep.
you know what it is.
We tangented. We went on a tangent already, but Oops was talking about things that she liked about the movie. It's such an easy movie to just tangent about because it was so incredible.
Yeah, well, happy birthday and rest in peace to Rico Browning, because it was just his birthday not too long ago.
Oh,
yeah, last week, or by the time this comes out, like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, but it's funny watching the special features on the one DVD I have. They talk about the two different suits, and they talk about how Ben Chapman was a little bigger than Rico Browning, and you can tell. I never noticed until they mentioned this, but there's like a little application,
extra torso,
in the middle of the chest. For some of them, for Rico Browning was the underwater one. He's got that swam. So on land was Ben Chapman, and Ben Chapman had the piece in the middle, and then Rico Browning, it wasn't there because he was smaller, so they have to get him in there. So it's, and just that alone, having two different guys doing two different things and two different suits, and then the suit with the moving gills and the other prosthetics like that, like in 1954 in a full suit, like you see him from head to toe.
A lot. And underwater,
right.
And it looks really good. Like, like the version I watched was definitely like remastered and definitely like cleaned up. Like it's probably like the Blu-ray version, but like, fuck, like I was very impressed. I was like, how'd they pull this off without drowning?
Right. Well, because Rico Browning was a swimmer.
Well, they said that he got the job because he could hold his breath for 4 minutes.
Yeah. They were scouting locations.
Hired. You're like hired.
He was part of them to show like, oh, here's this location where we're shooting. And Jack Arnold was like, hey, I like the way you swim. You want to be the creature? He's like,
I like the cut of your jib.
Yeah.
The way you swim, boy.
Hey, boy. I like how you're under that water, splishing and splashing around.
You mind putting on this tight latex?
It was the
Uh,
50s.
Great. It's great how easy we all slip right into that accent.
Yeah.
Get in there nice and deep, like.
It's-
You know what I really liked about this was compared to other older movies, right? So like we've done like House of Wax, we've done Frankenstein, we've done a bunch of older things, and I think because of the way that we have technology today, the way movies are made today, and like just everything that's done like at such a higher advanced level compared to back then, right?
Mhm.
When this movie started, and it's probably why I like fell asleep so many times starting this movie when I was younger and trying to watch it. The beginning of this movie with the explosion and, and the science part of it directly into the we're on an adventure. And I got straight like, and obviously this is, now I know this is straight like reference material for shit like Jurassic Park and Indiana Jones and Jaws, like the opening of like adventuring into the Amazon and doing the searching for like when they find the fossil of the hand in the fucking, which is also ridiculous. Like it's so ridiculous, but like, it's so well done. And a part of that is the music, which is the same song over and over and over again. It's very,
So many times. Yes.
It's so good though. The music is so good. That intro, the set design and the music, I was like sucked right in. And that's so hard to do with a movie that's like 70 something years old, right? Like that's not like an easy thing to do, is to like lock you in like off of like your distraction of like a cell phone nearby or like anything else. I was like, whoa, I am really into this movie right off the bat really quickly.
That's why, like, it comes in at a whopping 79 minutes, but that's why movies that length are great, because they just get right into it. There's no wasting time.
There's no time.
It's just, this is what we're doing. And it's awesome. Like, I love that about this.
Yeah. What did you guys think about the social commentary in this movie? There's a lot of commentary about society in this movie, like that's like underwritten, like with with the female character, like she is totally like his assistant in the beginning of the movie, and then as they go on, the girlfriend, right? But she's like his assistant.
Can't swim. Like,
Right.
if she swims more than 10 feet away from the boat, they will actually pull up anchor to follow her. Yeah.
Right. But before that, she's allowed to drive the boat. I was like, oh, she's driving the boat. I was like, oh, she's like taking notes and helping him out.
Well,
and then they go on the adventure, and the blonde haired dude who's like the villain,
dude,
he.
Richard Denning. Wait, is that his name? I guess.
Yes.
Can I stop?
Stop.
He's been in a ton of movies, like a ton of old sci-fi movies too, but he was in a whole shit ton of Hawaii Five-0 episode. He was like the commissioner or whatever. And that's where I like remember him from. And I've been on such a Hawaii Five-0 kick lately, like the 70s one. It's so good. Like my mom used to watch it all the time. Like when she'd be up washing clothes at like midnight or 1. And it like, I hated it. I was like, ugh. But it's on Pluto and they'll have, like, for the next 5 hours, it's nothing but Hawaii Five-0. So I started watching.
My house was more of a Chips house, but yeah,
dude, Chips also fucking rules. But yeah, Hawaii Five-0.
Same idea though.
Fucking
He was
rad.
Bill Dixon in Black Beauty.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, I forgot. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I used to watch as a kid, like late night on Disney.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, my sister. We have horses all over the fucking house at one point.
Dude, Black Beauty was the shit back in the 80s.
Oh yeah,
It was.
It was.
it's probably
had,
why
like,
I
a little
wanted a
black
black
horse.
horse.
Yeah.
Everybody had a black horse was a big deal.
For whatever reason.
Whatever reason.
Dude.
Don't know why
all
now.
Right. All right, we're gonna veer off.
Really totally what it was about.
I think
know
it's
I
so
watched
strange
it a lot as a kid.
It's so strange that
There's-
3 people were like black horses were a thing.
There's a
big
beach at
time.
one point, and
They were.
he's riding on it.
Yeah, it's like beautiful.
So we're gonna veer off for a second. Kind of still on horses, but the Lone Ranger.
Welcome to Horsecast.
I was the biggest Lone Ranger fan in the 80s, but the Lone
see
Ranger
that.
hasn't been a fucking thing. That was in the 40s, right? I mean, sure, it was on the reruns and everything, but I narrowed it down because somebody mentioned something about the Lone Ranger and how awesome it was. Like, dude, the 80s were fucking rad. It was all about the Lone Ranger, Hi-Yo Silver, the gun, like Tonto, all of it. And then I started thinking, I'm like, why the fuck was it so big in the, because you could buy toys, you could buy all that. And I'm like, it couldn't have been just because of the reruns. Like that doesn't make
It
any
totally
sense.
was. It totally was.
No,
There had to have been something else.
there was a movie in the
Ah,
late
there you go.
70s, like
Oh, okay.
like some like Lone Ranger movie.
Because I was about to say, when I was a kid, I loved watching Mr. Ed and Green Gables
Right,
and all
right.
that shit. And Gilligan's
Zorro.
Island. And
Oh,
there
yeah,
was not
Zorro was
shit I
awesome.
could buy at all.
Right, but dude, I had all the Lone Ranger toys, and I was just like, "How? That's so weird." Was it some sort of like parallel universes colliding, and all of a
That
sudden
makes
the Lone
sense.
Ranger was? But yeah, I narrowed it down to there was a movie in the 70s, so that's why the Lone Ranger
Good
was
job,
huge
buddy.
in the 80s. Dude, it was
Nice.
Good job.
bugging me forever. I'm like, why is he so popular in the 80s for zero reason? That's it.
Zorro. Yeah,
yeah.
Zorro was so good. too.
Zorro was awesome.
Another old ass show for
Right.
sure.
Back to your point of
Okay, yes.
the switch. There's a reason for that.
The switch of why why she's why he
where
becomes
she
a
starts
villain.
off as like a prominent, like well-respected.
Yeah, she's like pretty
strong
respected character in
Right.
the beginning.
She also starts changing clothes nonstop the last 30 minutes. There's the scene where they're in the boat and they're up top. She walks downstairs, has another outfit, goes back upstairs, has another outfit, is down by where the creature is, another outfit, and then
It's
back
got to be an
downstairs
edit.
and
Is it
another.
not? Is it not an editing issue?
It has to be, but it was, my husband made me rewind it. In 2 minutes, she had 6 outfits.
Yeah, her hair was always immaculate.
It was like, what the fuck? And changed hairstyles.
Oh, she did. She was always well kept all the time.
Definitely.
Julie Adams, the fucking $1 million legs, you know, she kept them in there. But the reason was, I think it was, I mean, it might have been all of them. Jack Arnold, and all the writers and the producers. But this is, when I was rewatching it, I'm like, dude, this is totally King Kong. This is King Kong.
It is King Kong.
And when I was watching the special features, admittedly, they're all like, yeah, we were just doing a Beauty and the Beast King Kong. Like we were all fans of the King Kong. So that's why it turns into
that makes
like,
sense. And I think that's why
right.
all of the Universal monster movies are so beloved, because there's something about the monster that is sympathetic, right? Like so,
Totally.
especially the creature. Like motherfucking creature was just hanging out. Like he wasn't doing anything. He was literally just existing. And they're like, let's go fuck with this dude. And then like he falls in love, right?
Yeah.
And then he falls in love. And that
Maybe.
woman, she even throws a cigarette right into his home.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh fuck. And there was like,
Which
sort
is
of
funny.
A commentary about like environmental shit, right? Like,
Right. Which is
so
funny because
there's
they're scientists and they're all like, "Oh, we gotta save the creature." And
Dude,
she's like,
my first thought
"Fuck this
too was
cigarette."
Like, I was like these scientists with their cigarettes. Like,
Dude, it's
well,
the
it's natural
50s.
tobacco right into the,
Yeah.
like
no filter.
this is right after they were jerking themselves off at how beautiful the lagoon was, right? And then
Right,
let's
yeah.
throw the cigarette right into it.
Dude, it's natural. It's,
like, it's
paper and
untouched.
tobacco. Yeah.
It's an untouched lagoon. Let's throw
Not
this
anymore.
fucking cigarette in here. This old ass boat.
But yeah, the more I realized it was King Kong, I'm like, dude, they totally have like the same characters and everything in it, which is fine. And I agree with everything you guys said. It, like, for me, it was just like fun, exciting, impressive with the special effects. The acting's good. The story's good, regardless of if it's just another take on Beauty and the Beast and King Kong. It doesn't matter. It like gets right into it and it just goes,
The campiness of the monster though was not as much as I expected. I was like, there's gonna be a lot of camp in this because it's just like the way it is. It's unintentional, the camp that exists.
right.
because,
Yeah. I mean,
which
yeah,
is
we're
true camp, like true
watching
camp.
it
It's like
through
unintentional. Yeah.
modern eyes. Yeah. Back then you're like, oh my God, this creature.
Yeah, but like, dude, when the creature fucking grabs, I think when it grabs the female actress, I can't, or
Julie
I think
Adams.
Julie Adams, he grabs her and just fucking just dives right
Oh,
into
yeah.
the water. I was like, awesome. It looks so good.
The total Abbott and Costello moment is after one of the ship guys gets all fucked up by the creature, and he's all wrapped up in the bed.
Oh, in the beginning, yeah.
And one of this 1,000 times the creature comes, like the creature's always on the boat. They're
Always.
the worst security ever. He's always getting on the boat somehow. But yeah, the guy's in bed. Well,
Worst security, unless you're swimming.
Right, unless you're swimming. But there's two instances with the guy
What the
in
fuck
bed.
is she doing in the water?
I know. What is she doing? She's too far. We gotta pull up this anchor. Lady, what are you doing?
She was like 20 feet away.
That was the most urgent they were in the whole movie. That's the one thing that like put me the fuck off about it. I was like, why is there all of a sudden this urgency and danger and these men are actually moving when she's just freestyle swimming. She's fine.
Yeah.
She's obviously a good swimmer.
That was before
She's already
they've
on the
seen
way
creature
back.
too, right?
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
She's
Yeah.
already on the way back at one point. Like she had been farther. And they're like, oh no, we gotta pull up shit. I was like, whoa. Oh, there, guys.
The Abbott and Costello moment with the guy in bed is, like you're alluding to, when the creature's hand comes in through the porthole and he's just like,
So good.
"Woo, woo," and they're like, oh shit. And they finally realize, and the other time is when
Wait. They just smack his hand away.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, just get out
They
of
don't
here.
try to grab him or stop
No,
him. They're just like,
no.
get away,
No.
get away.
But when Richard Carlson and Richard Denning are fighting and they're just falling all over the guy in bed, zero regard for his injuries and everything. He can't move, and they're just duking it out all over him. I'm like, dude, this is hilarious. Intentionally or not, this is funny.
Yeah, well, the early on kills are pretty funny too. When when he's just face palming everybody.
He hates lamps. Fuck the famous gif where he's just like, fuck this lamp, fuck that. He's just breaking everything.
Can we talk about the archetype character of fucking Captain Lucas?
Yes.
Because Captain Lucas is one of my new favorite characters of all cinema.
Oh, he's awesome.
Like they've definitely taken him and put him in a million other movies. Like the next time I see him in a movie, I'm like, oh, it's the Captain Lucas of the group. He like knows what's going on, but doesn't know what's going on. And I love that. He's like, oh yeah, like we know about this legend of like the gill man monster, the half fish. And I love that the science that they bring into it all, like, oh yeah, there's a fish that can whatever, yada yada. And he's like, we've heard about this killer fish. But then he's just like, what's going on, boss? Like he's always like the what's going on, boss guy. Mm-hmm. And just like it's just so he
I also like they clearly like charcoaled in his beard too.
Oh yeah,
he has a beard, but there's like all of a sudden like black smudges everywhere.
Well,
he's
he's
like
a dirty shit hand. Yeah,
he's got this old Popeye
dirty
Bluto
sailor
look going on.
Yeah,
and he's just so over the top. I'm like, oh, he was written to be the comic relief of this before anything else. But he is so funny because like people might be scared of the creature, so let's make sure Captain Lucas is fucking ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing that I miss so much about, like, miss so much in modern movies that they used to do back in the 30s and 40s and the 50s, is have like the one goofy character,
the Gilligan,
right?
Yeah,
but everyone else is playing it straight, and
they
it's
do
like,
have that now. He's just like a stoner or like a dumbass.
they do, but everyone's kind of like playing it up. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like where back then it was like everyone was like, we're taking this job seriously, and then you have, hey, the jolly, comical, jovial guy that
Cabin in the Woods is like the number one guy. That guy is the guy.
Right, yeah. But the one thing that I liked, which leads in to some of the things I didn't like. There's not many, but so I like how in the very beginning, like 10 minutes, it's just showing the hand. Like no matter what the creature does, it's just showing the hand. Oh, he's gonna get you, or he's gonna get your feet. It's just the hand, and then it goes into like every third scene, the creature. It's nonstop until the end, which is cool. The creature's a great design and I love it. But the one thing that does it doesn't kill the movie for me, but it's a knock against it, is there's so many peaks and valleys after it gets going that when it slows down, like it drags a little because and the score might be a big part of that because it's so loud and so aggressive. Anytime the creature's on there, it's like super loud in your face. Here's the creature. He's doing something. And then he disappears. And then it goes back to like chill. And then towards
sleepy time a little bit. Towards
like the third act, like the transition from the second to the third act.
Right before the cage scene.
Right.
Or is it right before,
all in there. It like, you're like, oh my God, how many times are they going to capture this thing? He's going to escape. They're going to go after him again.
They blew it so many times.
Right. And it's just like the same thing over and over again. And I'm like,
dude, even when they drugged him, they're like, there he is.
Right.
And they're like, they lost him. Like,
right. It's just like you get
And
stuck
the
in this.
drugging situation was real loose butthole.
oh, it was funny. They're like, we used this shit to, and then there's just thousands of dead fish.
Yeah.
And they're like,
I know. And they're also in the water too.
I didn't want to say that, but yes, they are.
Well, because they had aspirators on, so they weren't breathing in the water.
Sure.
Jeez,
You're right.
Duh.
Sorry, we're not scientists here.
I'm sure your skin and eyeballs, like everything else, are fine. I'm sure their ears, like everything.
Yeah, no, no.
But I like how they asked Dr. Lucas or Captain Lucas. They're like, Captain Lucas, how long do you think this will last on him? He's like, I don't know, boss. He's not really a fish.
Right.
Like, that's good writing. That was good writing.
But yeah, that like end of the middle, like I'm like, dude, all right. Every time, because I get a little like, all right, I start looking around. I'm like, all right, it's
I thought it was going to be over.
When?
I like texted you guys being like, this is almost over. I think I'm like 5 minutes away.
And then when you said that, I'm like, no, you're not. You just started.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I've got like 20 more
You had
minutes.
20 minutes left when you said that.
Yeah. And like 5 more captures and escapes before you get to the end.
But it does the classic Universal Monsters Frankenstein ending where it's like, and then it's over.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like so quickly over.
Uh-huh.
Like so like quickly. It's like wrap it up over. It's like, and we ran out of film. It's over. Like, you know,
there was like a bat. They were in a cave, and I'm like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get shot and
I
he
was like,
sinks.
where's this going now?
they like say that like she gets saved, and then it's just like the end.
Uh-huh. It just shows him sinking, and it's like
right. Yeah, it was so quick. I was like, really? That was it? After all those false finishes, we're just ending right here?
Yeah.
Like no like flash to maybe like a sequel or like a something's gonna happen or like anything else. It was just like, and it's over. I mean, that's pretty much one of my main knocks against it. It's just kind of like really rush the end. Not that I wanted the movie to be longer. I just thought they could have ended it like properly.
Take out one of the 14 false capture scenes.
Yeah, or like have like, you know, a discovery boat, like another boat find them or something happen. Like,
well, then that's why it leads into they explain it all in Revenge of the Creature.
Are the sequels worth watching?
In my opinion, Revenge of the Creature, yes. After that, like the creature walks among us, and then they start getting like.
There's only 3, right? Total.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a 3.
Yeah. But
so my other question is, this one was originally put out in 3D, and was really big in drive-ins and shit like that. Has it been re-released in 3D?
I mean, not that I have ever seen. I've seen it a few times in the theater, but never in 3D.
Because the 3D thing then definitely makes more sense of why we got so much creature hand. Mm-hmm. Like that whole hand thing is such a 3D gimmick that, like, you know,
it didn't do that great in 3D when they put it out because it was still kind of new technology. And since you have to have two movies playing at the same time, sometimes they wouldn't line up. So then people would get headaches and it would just look fuzzy and everything. So I think that'd be cool to see in 3D.
But they never like released like a DVD with it in 3D or anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of. But
that's interesting.
Who fucking knows? I'm sure there's got to be someone.
I just never knew that it was like first run release was in 3D, which is just crazy.
Yeah. And, you know, a lot of people fucked that up. So
yeah.
It's maybe why you don't want to release it first run.
Oh my God. How do we not talk about this? The Jaws scene?
Oh, yeah.
Like the swimming above, below scene. Like just so, I was like, wow, that is just straight out of Creature.
Yep.
There was a couple Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, a lot of Spielberg in this.
Oh, for sure.
He definitely was all over this movie.
Which is great.
And why it's an important film, right? Because like
absolutely
everybody knows Steven Spielberg, but like, you know, and George Lucas and all these people, but like when they say like, oh yeah, I was a big fan of like Creature of the Black Lagoon and these movies, you're like, oh yeah, okay. But then when you see it, you're like, oh, it's like, oh, this is like an exact shot.
Yeah. A lot of films take from this, which is awesome. And that's another important reason why, like, I always urge the youngsters to go back and seek out the old movies because you're going to notice a lot of things that you see in newer movies or modern
I feel
movies that you'll see like, hey, that looks like it came, that looks like that one part in fucking, like you said, Jurassic Park or Jaws.
Yeah, I feel like this is required viewing if you're going to be a film student.
Right. I mean, you would think so. But again, the more I would talk to people or like see people online and you'd be like, hey, did you ever see this? And they're like, nope. And you're like, what? Because
in 2026, I bet you this is more of a required viewing than before because horror movies are just ruling the roost now, right? So like,
well, I feel like it's getting better. A lot more people are like kind of diving into the older stuff.
But like if you were in film school, wouldn't your professor be like, go make a horror movie as your first few movies? Because you have a better chance of getting it like picked up in smaller run theaters and then bigger theaters eventually. Like I feel like a horror movie is the way to go.
I mean, I would think so.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because people go to them. So like, wouldn't this be a required movie then to watch as part of like studying?
It is. I think for the creature part, not necessarily for the story
Right.
part.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
But it's always good to see because everyone loves doing remakes and just taking stories and reimagining them. It could be like, oh, here's 3 separate movies, King Kong, pick another movie, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. And they're all similar, based on the similar story. See how they did things differently. But yeah, I would think they would make the students watch this just for its like simplicity, but with like a really good monster character. And see, like, you can have a really simple story that on its face may not be too exciting. But if you put this fucking awesome looking monster in it, this iconic monster in it, you have a great movie and it ties everything together and it makes people want to watch it. But the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would agree.
Would you say this is like the beginning of like sci-fi movies?
No, because because like you said, it came from outer space and what the thing from another world, like which was 1951, and then they had all the serials like Captain Cody or Commander Cody in the 40s and stuff. So
right. Okay, this led more like to like The Fly and The Blob and stuff like that, like monster movies.
Yeah, I'd say like this was like a monster movie where all the sci-fi horrors like kind of have because he did Tarantula. You talked about that earlier. And they all have some sort of like scientific sci-fi aspect to them. But this is like there's a difference between a giant spider or like a giant mantis or ants versus like a humanoid creature, the Gillman, the monster, So this, and it's a Universal one, so they had a good budget to do so. But it sticks out as one of the better sci-fi horror movies, like sci-fi monster movies, because the design was so good. Whereas the other ones, you get a superimposed fucking.
I know it made me really want to find out if there's a book from the woman who designed the creature.
There is. There's a bunch of stuff of her artwork and stuff. Yeah, because she, if I'm remembering correctly, she did like a lot of design stuff, like clothing and everything like that.
But got no credit, right? Of course.
I think for that stuff she did, but for
Creature though, she didn't for years though. That's what I remember seeing.
But also like, dude, if you told me, like, I didn't know who designed Boris Karloff's makeup, or you know what I mean, like for years and years and years, and it's like the people who design the stuff.
No, but I think like the guy who made the suit like tried to like really like erase her from history. Like, I think he got her name like taken off the credits.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's like a story in itself, right? Like she invented what it looks like, and then her name's not on the movie. It's like very iconic, and she's not in the credits.
That's like Rico Browning and Ben Chapman. They didn't credit them as the creature.
They didn't?
Nope. I mean, now they do, but back then they were like, no.
Like whatever, you're the monster?
Yeah. You just have to play the monster. I mean, Hollywood, you know, it's like the people who do the real work
Sure.
don't get the accolades. But
One of these days, sweetheart, you're going to be in the big
yeah,
pictures.
well, they would make them go do like appearances as the creature, but nobody knew they were the creature.
Oh my God. Here you go, honey. Here's a pack of Luckies unfiltered and get your ass out there.
Yeah,
Go be a star.
and of course they do it because, you know, they're getting paid. So they're like, okay, but can I get my name in there? No.
One day your name will be in the credits, sweetheart, but not until Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah, not in.
For now, we have to save the space for Captain Lucas.
Yeah, not for another 30 years. And then you'll finally get it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Anything else to say about it?
No, I'm really excited we watched it, though. So.
I was very excited to see it, but I was a little underwhelmed.
Oh.
Sorry. If I have to be honest. Well, one, I love how much we saw the creature, but also kind of hate how much we saw creature just because I think it took away from it being scary.
Fair enough. That's the classic problem with all horror movies.
Yeah.
Sure. But I thought Creature was so great. I thought there was a lot of comedic value in the cast and the writing. And like, I love transatlantic American accent and the costume changes and all the broad stuff and all of that. I usually love shorter movies, but I have to say, to me, it made it a little bit clunky. I feel like they could have cut some out or made it longer and done more story development.
Right.
Like, I think because the story was so simple and it was basically like a more simple King Kong, that they could have like, I feel like this could have been like a 50-minute movie and been like
totally. Yeah.
Real good and like to the point and like what you want in kind of an old school monster movie without like a lot of extra substance to it. I'm gonna get hate for this, but I'm always gonna compare it to like a movie that came out the same year that I think did like the opposite thing. Oh, E knows what I'm gonna say. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea came out the same year as this, and obviously they're totally different kinds of monster movies. But I think where, at least in the script writing and storytelling goes, you see like a vast difference in like level of stuff. Yeah. Like 20,000 Leagues has a lot of stuff that didn't age well. There's a lot of stuff that's super funny that wasn't meant to be funny, but like that is such like a classic story to me.
Well, I would say, doesn't it have source material though? Like that's a book.
Yeah, just like Frankenstein or like Dracula. And so I feel like to me, what Creature doesn't have that. And I think what surprised me about it, even though I knew there wasn't a famous book, Creature from the Black Lagoon, I think I expected that kind of nostalgic feeling that I got with like Frankenstein and Dracula, and I didn't get that. But again, like I've obviously like put into perspective why I probably irrationally felt slightly let down by it. But at the same time, like I do think there's so many iconic things that are like specific to this movie that could never be recreated and that make it such an important movie. And yeah, iconic in so many ways, even with the costume changes. And I was just reading about how they totally did that on purpose to like kind of, as she has her trajectory, like really focus on these like glamorous outfits of the 50s and like give women that, you know, like that's something to like build them up while they're being like taken by this monster.
Turn her from a fucking nerd into like a bombshell. She's like, yeah.
Which she looked great. I mean, do it.
And she was a strong swimmer.
Great for her. She was like one of the best swimmers. Yeah. That was why I actually got bent at that part where they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, have you fuckers been watching for the last 15 seconds? She can outswim any of you, possibly Creature. Like, you
she can outswim the Creature.
She wasn't.
Like, you don't swim after her. You pull up the fucking anchor and like sit your fat asses on the boat and boat out to her. Like, it doesn't mean, I don't think it's that serious.
Julie Adams was not the actual woman in the water, though.
I mean, it's a movie. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
They had a stunt woman?
But the people like in the movie thought she was.
Oh, yeah.
No. Oh, she was a mermaid? Great documentary about the mermaids.
It was just like the funniest thing that like of all the urgency, that was the most urgent seeming thing in the whole movie. It was like, oh God, you can't go any farther. What are you doing? We got to pull the anchor up and come save you. But yeah, no, I think it's super solid. Like I obviously like love the character of Creature, the look of it, the lore of it, everything else. But I do think that I gave myself unrealistic expectations going into it.
Well,
Especially again when like just having looked it up and saw that it was the same year of 20,000 before going into it, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have this kind of movie. And that was like, oh, it's not that.
Is that a Disney movie?
It
20,000?
is right now. Yeah. They have the ride. It's still in Tokyo Sea. It's Disney company owns whoever did it.
Oh,
And I was so excited when I was just there the last time. I went to Trader Sam's for the first time by myself, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be a fucking nerd because it's like communal seating. So I was hoping they'd sit me at the bar, and they didn't. They sat me with like all these people I didn't want to fucking talk to. But I looked up, and on the pole next to my table was my man from 20,000 Leagues. So that was good.
The Millicent Patrick talking about Disney. She is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mr. Douglas. I'm like,
I'm
talking about Mr. Douglas.
she worked for Disney before this movie. She is one of the lead animators on Fantasia, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
right. That's right. Yep.
She created the scary gargoyle character, the
Chernobog.
Yeah,
Chernobog.
that's her
Yeah.
drawing.
Love him. Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah,
And that tracks.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. When I saw that, I was like, I knew that she did Disney stuff, but I didn't realize that's what she created. I'm definitely going to read her book, or at least think about reading it.
What you were saying about being underwhelmed with the story and how much you see the creature, that's where they fuck up from doing King Kong, because King Kong, it takes 40 minutes till you see Kong.
Yeah.
Where this is like, I get it. I understand, because the creature is such a dope design that you're like, we want all the screen time.
Yeah, Jack was like, get him on there, get him on. We need more
But
creature.
Yeah, but there's times where people are talking and they turn around and Creature's just standing on the boat looking at them.
With his gills, like,
Yeah.
like,
And you're like, okay.
It just fucking dives off.
is
Like
weird.
It's fucking
you just get assaulted by the fucking horns. Boop, 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 boop. You're like, whoa. But yeah, they should have at least kept the hand thing going a little bit, and then not shown the creature as much.
I don't know, we got a lot of hand.
Did get a lot of hand in the beginning, but again, it was like,
Maybe they couldn't figure out like other ways to show that him around without it being around. They could have.
yeah,
We could have just got POV water shots and bubbles and shit like that. It would have been fine.
right. But yeah, it add more
There
suspense.
was a lot of false, there's a lot of edging going on.
Yeah, for sure. But just give it a little bit. Let it simmer a little more before you start putting him in every other scene. But yeah, so I definitely
these are lessons learned by future filmmakers from
This is
movie,
true.
for sure.
Yeah, you can definitely learn that. Or if you're like, I want to have a movie,
Show the
where
monster.
the monster's just shown constantly. There you go. But also like Jaws, hardly in it. Bruce is hardly in it. You hardly see him a lot.
Dude,
And it creates.
when we get creature in water, I was nothing but impressed.
Oh, dude, totally. I mean,
Creature in water is beyond impressive, even though like it looks like a man suit, like a gill man, which is what it's supposed to be. And we get the science in the beginning of the movie, so I appreciate the science that went into it. Real science was made for the movie, but the swimming creature just looks and flows way more than like cooler than on land creature.
oh yeah, he's way more agile in the water.
So we should have got more water. I mean, we got a lot of water creature. I'm not saying we didn't get enough, but maybe less on land creature and more water creature.
But yeah, that is funny that you bring that up. As soon as he gets on land, he turns into like a fucking stumbling.
Well, he's
idiot.
just like a fucking dude in a suit at that point.
Oh, just plodding towards people.
I mean, no matter what, he's going to be a dude in a suit, and we are people not born of 1954. So like, we have already seen so many suit men in Power Rangers and other things that like suit men monsters just doesn't work for our brains. For the 1954 brain, the creature probably looks fucking awesome.
Right. I mean, I get it,
Yeah.
but it says it is
No,
just
for sure.
silly. In
For
the contrast.
2026 brand, like we've seen dinosaurs, all right.
Yeah.
Like we've seen the Power Rangers fight all these gill men before. So like,
Well, he's just
True.
it's
more
less
at home.
impressive. It's
he's
less
more
impressive.
at home in the water.
So, but the fact that we could find the impressiveness in this years later is really a test of time.
Dude,
So
totally.
that's
Oh,
cool.
of course.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. All right, let's rate it. Oobs. we'll let you go first
I'm
since
not
you
going
fucking
first.
You're going
sank
first.
it. Come on.
Give me a 3,
I am okay with that score. 3 candy corns.
which is high. Three's
Yeah.
high.
That's a good, solid fucking zombie
It's a good
candy
base.
corn score. Yes,
It's a good base for the pyramid that's about to happen.
absolutely.
Guys, touch
I'll-
your wings first and just
Yeah.
slap hands and see how high we get.
Eiffel Tower. Since Gucci picked it, I'll go next and he could go last. I'm
You guys
giving
don't have to
it.
touch peens. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's a fair way of doing it.
It's whatever. I'm giving it 4 creaturey zombie candy corns because, like me and Oubliette, I think we all agree that having so many creature appearances make it like it's a lot, and then it makes it drag a little bit when he's not in there because now you're conditioned to be expecting the creature. So when he's not there, you're like, where the fuck's the creature at?
It works one more time though. That time where we've gotten so much creature and we know he's coming, but then he's just on the boat and just dives off
Right.
with somebody in his arms. It's like, all right, that one got me.
But it's
But
like
it gives you separation anxiety because when he's
Dude.
not there, you're like, where is he?
absolutely.
But not in a
Is
scary
he
way.
okay?
You're
No,
like,
he's
Yeah.
Is
concerned.
he doing all right?
He's
Yeah,
no
right.
longer
Poison
scary
hurt
by
him?
that point. He's not scary
he-
by that point.
Is he
It's-
unconscious?
It's like that thing where, Family Guy's great for this.
I want to save him.
The
where
chicken?
the joke goes on so long that it starts, you're like, oh my God, this has gone on for way too long. And then it goes on even longer and then it becomes funny again.
Well,
That's
like
that's how-
I know we're rating this, but when
Yeah.
they have the creature captured and he escapes seconds later, you're like, fuck. Like that could have been scarier if he escaped and then we're like, well, he escaped. But we had already seen him appear and disappear 5 times before that.
Yeah.
But if you saw him
Yeah.
only one time, he gets away, comes back and gets captured, like, oh shit. Like they got him. We know what he can kind of do.
Exactly.
We've seen him smother motherfuckers with his paw.
Yeah.
Like,
Squash people's heads.
And we've seen him like slash some people, but we haven't really seen what he can do. And now they got him captured and he got away. Like that's way
Right.
scarier.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But we've already seen that happen like
Yeah.
6 times before that.
And that's why it gets a 4 because
If you were the creature, why would you even go back?
Yeah,
because
you're
you
like,
love
fuck
because you
this.
love the girl that much.
you're
that you
so
gotta be
horny.
around?
You're like, I want that thing. I want that female, whatever it is. I want it. I want that. But yeah, it was just, it dipped at the wrong part of the movie where all the other movies with the story like that, like it's a long build up and then a huge payoff at the end. This one, it overdoes it a little bit, but so 4 for me.
Yeah, same thing for the cultural importance of this movie and the fact that it held up as well as it did and it looks as good as it does, even remastered. Like I would love to watch like a bullshit version of it that's like not well done. Probably looks scarier, like with a fuzziness to it. But I saw a very nice clean version of it. Even though the song is a little overdone, it's a really good song. It reminded me
awesome.
of Godzilla. It reminded me of Godzilla,
Right.
Yeah.
which is the same year ish, right? When did Godzilla come out? 54 ish.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Toho's came out in 54 and then the
right.
American
So
version
same
56.
year. Wow. 20,000 Leagues, Creature.
It's a good
and
year for
Godzilla.
monsters.
Wow.
It's a great year for monsters. Let's do
Atomic
it again,
Age.
people.
Atomic Age. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So like, so because of just how well it holds up and because of its cultural importance, I am also going to give this movie a 4.
Okay.
You can't base it on cultural importance. It's got to be a rating on the movie.
4.
If I was rating it on cultural importance, I would rate it much higher. I am rating it
Okay, fine.
as a horror
Fine.
movie.
As a horror movie
Or a
from
monster movie.
1954, I'm giving it a 4. I thought it was
Awesome.
better than
Dude, that-
I thought it was better than Frankenstein, which I gave like a 3.5.
Okay. I mean, I don't necessarily like. I can see the argument.
Even
for that.
though it's a
Yeah.
man in a suit, the emotional and story aspects are there. We're getting the
I
science.
didn't get this story. I mean,
we're
I
getting
get the
this-
story, but I didn't feel anything for anyone. I thought it was funny.
Sure. But I thought,
And
I see what
felt
they
like
were
I
trying
had to take
do.
care of Creature and like worried about him. So it felt like an abusive boyfriend.
Yeah, I felt worried about him too, and that's sympathetic.
See? This
That's
fucking dude got you too.
You're supposed to be sympathetic towards it.
Yeah.
No, I was not sympathetic or empathetic towards him. I felt like I had to like make sure he was okay. Like it was a thing.
Oh, I was sympathetic towards him.
You're worried about him.
I was worried about the actor swimming in that water. Like, he's going to drown.
I was worried about that too. I was like, how many people died filming this?
Dude,
Or almost died.
my thought was so many people died making this movie. Like, that was literally my thought. I was like, how many people just died playing the creature?
Exactly.
But hey, that's
4.
That's a 3.7. That's a really high score.
Dude,
for us.
3.7 is like a
score.
perfect, but that's a perfect score for this movie.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
could be a little higher, but
Wee bit high. Wee bit
I
high.
don't know.
Not for this show.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. So yeah, it's 3.7 candy corns.
I mean, if you're looking at the world's ratings, I think it's around an 8 on IMDb and all those things. So
Yeah, so it's about the same. We're all in agreement, which brings us to Oubliette's choice for the next movie.
I need to look up the fucking name.
It's a long
I know.
one.
I've been calling it 2 different names.
I just kept forgetting the name. So we're gonna do a classic, taking it back to 2023.
Wee!
Great year.
For the very surprising to me movie, Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls.
Right. The Talisman of Souls is the part that I don't remember. I always call it Onyx the Fortuitous since we've seen this movie.
I forget the Onyx and Fortuitous part. I just keep being like, it's something with the
really?
Talisman of like souls or whatever.
I don't know.
But yeah, this is like a happenstance movie that I did not seek out. As everyone knows, being in a relationship, the 2 things people can never decide on is what to eat and what to watch.
Sure.
When they have time together.
Wait, you watched this for your husband?
Oh yeah.
Can you have him on for this episode?
I'm trying to.
I feel like this is a
his
good one
reaction to me was surprising.
That's hilarious.
He actually requested I put this on the podcast.
I would love to know the number of our listeners who watch the movie after we talk about it or have seen the movie before, because I really want people to watch this movie beforehand, because as it unfolded, I felt a lot of things, and that's all I'll say until the episode. I don't want to spoil how I felt, because I did recently watch this, and boy, am I excited to talk about it.
Well, so it was funny. So like my husband was taking a shower after dinner before
Wait, how did
movie
you find
time.
this movie?
I'm going to tell you right now. So usually my husband's a man of a schedule. Usually he showers before dinner, but we had some dog stuff going on with feeding and whatever. So we ate dinner. He goes to take a shower, and I'm like, you know what? We're not going to do this bullshit where we just scroll through every streaming thing or like look through all our board games and they're like, oh, we don't know the instructions anymore. I was like, I'm just going to fucking make a decision. In a way, I'm going to give him 3 options, but these are going to be like the options, and that's it. We're not scrolling. So I ended up with 5, not 3, because nothing ever goes to plan. But I was so excited I actually had 5, and all 5 were on Amazon Prime. So I like lined them up in my like
Nice
to watch. And he sat down, and I was like, all right, are we going to watch a movie from like the early 90s that's like reads like an 80s movie that's super cheesy and sci-fi? Are we going to watch an action movie that is probably one we've seen a million times? Not really, but it's going to be just like one. Like I like gave him these synopsises. And then I was like, I'm not going to pick a bunch of horror because he's not going to pick it. But I was like, I read that this one came up on my fucking thing. And I was like, what the fuck? And I remember seeing it maybe a few months ago on my feed, and I watched the trailer, and I was like, I'm just going to throw it in because it has a crazy high rating online. And like, it'll at least be, oh dude. Yeah.
I don't know if we're recording anymore, but yeah, I saw the Amazon score, and I was shocked.
Well, I saw that, and I looked online and read a couple things, and so I told him, I was like, last one, I was like, or like a pretty new-ish horror comedy with a like a lead comedian that doesn't seem like he's very funny, but everybody online's giving it good ratings, saying it reads like an 80s cheesy horror, and he goes that one, and I was like, okay. And I shit you not, 5 minutes in, I was like, we can turn it off if you want, because this is like not gonna happen. He's like, no, keep it on. And the rest, you'll find out on the next episode.
Oh, yes,
Cliffhanger.
Candy Podcast.
All right, everybody.
That
We'll fucking see you later.
And bye, bitches.
Peace.
Awesome. Hailstorm right square in the eye, and he says, "Get away from her, you bitch!"
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Your move, creep.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.